Hi everyone, I'm Sophia. Welcome to practice. So today we're going to be doing a short 20-minute practice for you. So this is for the days when you really don't want to move, but you know it will be good for you. So it's a bit of a movement therapy. So hopefully you'll feel much better after this. If you've woken up maybe feeling a bit low, hopefully this movement is all you need to get back up and running. Okay, we're going to start cross-legged. So sat on your seat bones and either simple cross-legged or in a half lotus or in a full lotus if you've got it. And have the blocks next to you. You may not need them today, but just in case, they may enhance your practice. And I've created a playlist that is in the comments section, so you can go and start that now, and we will start the practice. Okay, so maybe closing down the eyes gently to start, rolling the shoulders back and down, and just arriving in the space. Let's all take a big deep breath in through the nose all together and let it go out through the mouth. Maybe one more like that. Inhale and let it go. Relaxing the shoulders back and down. And gently opening the eyes. We're going to take the right fingertips and just walk them to the side of your mat and sending that left hand up overhead, coming into a nice seated side twist, bend in that right elbow. Let's inhale to come back up to center and exhale, walk those fingertips to the left, bringing the right hand up. Do the other side. Inhale to come up, exhale to bend, inhale to rise, exhale to fall. Just one more like that on either side. Feeling that lovely stretch in the side body. And rising, we're going to send our hands overhead, take a nice big inhale. And then we're going to exhale, bend in the elbows, open the chest, cactus the arms. Two more like that. Almost like you're holding a pencil between the back of your shoulder blades. Amazing. Stay in cactus. We're going to wrap the right arm over the left and maybe coming into a double bind, eagle arms. Pulling the shoulders away from each other. Feel that lovely stretch in the back body. Let's take an inhale to open. And exhale, left over right. Eagle arms, maybe in the double bind. Stretch the back of the body. And let's release out, cactus the arms. Let's spin onto the knees, coming into our lovely tabletop position. Wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. We're going to take a little thread the needle. So let's inhale our right hand up towards the sky. Exhale, we're going to thread it through underneath the left shoulder, dropping the right shoulder onto the mat. We're not staying here for long, just take a nice inhale and exhale deeply. And let's inhale to rise that right hand up towards the sky. Exhale, place it back down. Inhale, send the left up. Exhale, thread it through. Left shoulder rests on the mat. Staying here for one breath. And inhale to push away, sending that left hand up towards the sky. Placing it back down. We're going to walk the hands forward, dropping the chest towards the mat, and maybe resting the forehead, coming into a lovely puppy pose. Sending the hips back. Maybe if you can try and get your chin resting on the mat if you've got the space. And then coming back up, walking the hands back up to a tabletop position. We're going to send the right foot back and elevate it. Hover, flexing that right foot. Bend in that knee. We're just going to take a few hip circles here. So 3 hip circles, maybe one way, and then the other way. Amazing. And coming back to stillness, we're going to touch the right knee with the right elbow and then send it back. 2 more like this. And then the last one, let's hold it there. And coming onto our fingertips, we're just going to step the right foot all the way down. Maybe using the hands, plonking it there if you can. We're going to come up on, we're going to place the left hand down and we're going to bring the left knee up, sending the right hand up towards the sky, coming to a nice easy twist here. Amazing. And then placing that right hand back down, we're going to walk the hands round, pivoting on that right foot, walking the hands to the back of the mat, to the back of the foot, coming into our Skandasana. So bending that left knee, sending the hands to prayer. Maybe closing down the eyes. And then coming back, walking the hands back to the top of the mat. And taking a big step back with that right foot into our lovely high plank. We're just going to drop the knees, chest, chin, and lower them to the floor. And rolling the shoulders back, coming into our baby cobra, flexing those glutes to protect the lower back, and then pushing the floor away, coming into our child's pose. Just for a second. And rising back to our tabletop position. Okay, sending the left foot back, flexing the left foot. We are going to bend in that left knee and create some hip circles with the left hip. So opening one side and then the other side, the other way. Amazing. And when you're ready, coming back to stillness, we're going to touch that, extending the left foot. We're going to touch the left knee to the left elbow. 2 more like this. Inhale to extend. Exhale to touch the left knee to the left elbow. Hold it here. Coming onto our fingertips. And we're going to step that left foot all the way, coming into our low lunge. Picking up that back right knee, untuck the right toes, placing the right hand on the floor, sending the left to the sky, easy twist. And then placing that left hand back down, we're going to walk the hands, pivot on that left foot, walking the hands to the back of the mat. Come into our Skandasana, either placing the foot on the floor onto our tiptoes, Hands come into prayer. Maybe close down the eyes if you've got the balance. Having a little play. And then walking the hands back to the front of the mat. We're going to take a big step forward with the right foot to the top of the mat, coming into our lovely forward fold. So resting the chest onto the thighs, just letting the head drop. We're going to bend in the knees and then send the hands all the way up, wide and over the head. Take an inhale here. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Send the hands back down to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands resting on shins, shoulders roll back. Exhale to fold. Placing the hands back down, we're going to step back to our high plank. And again, either drop the knees here, chest and chin, or come into full chaturanga, lower halfway. Take an inhale for our upward dog or baby cobra. And exhale, sending the hips back to our downward facing dog. Amazing. Taking just 2 more breaths in our downward dog. Sending the hips up towards the sky, maybe alternating the heels for a second. And let's send the right foot to the sky on the inhale. And then exhale, let's bring the knee to nose. Push the floor away, rounding the back. Take a big step forward with that right foot. We're going to inhale, send the hands overhead, coming onto the tiptoes of our back foot in our high crescent lunge, relaxing the shoulders. We're going to inhale here, and then we're going to open it wide to the right hand side. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale to revolve, twist. One more like this. Inhale. Exhale to revolve. And back to center. Inhaling our arms up to the sky. Let's cactus the arms away, opening the chest. We're going to tuck the left arm over the right, coming into our eagle arm, maybe double bind. Inhale, bind goes up. Exhale, we straighten that front knee, sending the hips, sending the chest down, sending the hips back, coming into our pyramid. And then rising back up into our high lunge, uncactus the arms. And then we're going to send that left hand back down, coming back into our easy twist. Right hand moves up towards the sky. Okay, coming into our baby pistol squat, we're going to come onto the fingertips of our left hand. Bring the left knee towards the right knee. And then we're going to scoop the left foot under, send it through and forward, and place the bum on the floor, on the mat, right hand behind you, send the left hand over towards the sky. Huck it on the outside of that right knee, looking behind you. Lovely twist. Beautiful, everyone. Let's take a counter, placing the hands on the outside of the left hip, bend in the elbows. And then we're actually going to place the right foot on the inside of the left thigh, coming into a nice forward fold. Let's inhale our arms up to the sky. And exhale, bend it all the way, maybe grabbing the feet or the ankle, rolling the shoulders back and down. Amazing. Okay, bringing the right knee up towards the chest. We're going to take a little boat here, so just picking up the knees to the tabletop position, either holding the back of the knees just for one breath or letting go. And then crossing the ankles over one another, coming onto all four hands, all two hands, inhaling at the top and moving through your chaturanga or straight to downward dog, whatever you prefer. Amazing. Okay, let's move on to the left side. So let's inhale, sending the left foot up towards the sky. Exhale, bringing the knee towards the nose, stepping it all the way through behind the left wrist, coming onto the tiptoes of our back foot. Let's inhale, sending the arms overhead to our high lunge. Making sure we've got the tailbone tucked to protect the lower back. Let's take an inhale here, and then exhale, let's open up to the left, sending the arms parallel. Two more like this. Inhale back to center, high lunge. Exhale to open. Inhale to come up. Center, exhale to revolve. And moving back through to center. Inhale to rise, exhale, we're going to cactus the arms, open the chest. Now placing right over left this time, eagle arms, maybe creating the double bind. Let's inhale to lift. And then exhale, we're going to send the eagle arms down, straighten that left knee, send the chest towards the left thigh, sending that left hip back and down. And then inhale back to center, rising, unbinding, opening up the chest, and then placing the right hand on the floor, coming back into our easy twist, sending the left hand up towards the sky. And then we're going to come into our pistol squat now, so coming onto the fingertips. The key is to really bring the right knee in towards the chest, straighten the leg, and then scoop it under, send it through. Well done. Beautiful. Placing the left hand behind you, let's inhale our right hand up towards the sky, hooking right elbow on the outside of the left knee, twist. Great. And then releasing, sending the hands to the outside of the right hip. Let's bend in the elbows to counter. And then placing the left foot on the inside of the right thigh. Let's take a nice little half forward fold, sending the hands overhead. Take an inhale here. And then let's exhale, fold over the right thigh, maybe grabbing the feet. Inhaling, rolling the shoulders back. Exhale, maybe we fold a little more. Okay, coming back up. We're going to send both feet, both knees up into the air, coming into our boat, either holding the back of the knees or arms stretched overhead. Just one breath. And then exhale, release, crossing the feet. We're going to send the feet back. Again, either meeting in a downward dog or coming into a vinyasa. We meet in our downward facing dog. Okay, from our downward dog, we're just going to gently walk the feet up towards the hands to the top of the mat. Coming into a lovely forward fold, we're going to grab the peace fingers, so our second and middle finger, wrap them around the big toe. Inhaling, coming into a flat back, open up the chest. And then exhale, we're going to pull the toes towards us and bend in the elbows to the side, letting the head drop. And on the inhale, placing the hands on the waist, pushing the floor away, bending the knees, we're going to come all the way up to standing. Rolling the shoulders back and down. Let's inhale our hands up towards the sky. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, placing the hands down, halfway lift. Exhale, we're going to step it back all the way to our high plank. And then we're just going to drop the knees and walk the hands all the way to the back of the mat. Coming into a nice hero pose. And this is where we're going to end our practice today. So if you have the time, take a Shavasana. Let's just close the eyes down. And just acknowledging, thank yourself for being here, for making it on the mat, making it this far. Maybe recognizing how you feel now versus when you first started the practice. And even though we only made 20 minutes, sometimes that's just enough to move us out of a negative space into a more positive mindset. And when you're feeling low, when you're feeling like things are just getting too much, don't forget, you just need to breathe. And maybe opening the eyes and placing our hands at prayer, heart center, lifting them up to the forehead. The divine magic in me sees the divine magic in you. We bow down. Namaste. Thank you for letting me guide you today, and I hope it's exactly what you needed, and hopefully see you on the mat soon.